everyone, I'm Maggie Weldon from maggiescrochet.com, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make one of these squares so that you can make a whole bunch of them and then make this entire Afghan, which is called the Baby Squares Afghan. So this is to encourage you to experiment with colors. And this is what happens when you just play with a bunch of different colors, and there are 6 colors total in here. But this is to show you how if you just mix and match them in the different rounds, change colors every single round, and what you could come up with. So there's 45 colors in the Eversoft yarn by Premier, and this is a worsted weight number 4 yarn. And so with the 45 colors, it comes in multicolors and solids. The combinations are endless, and some of the colors I like together are right here, like this yellow and the blue, and this, I think this one's called papaya, and this lime green. Oh, just gorgeous. And then I like the kind of like the ocean type colors right here, and then these are some of the colors that are in this Afghan right here. So anyway, just look around wherever you're watching this video, just look around at all the colors that are available, and just, I would love to see pictures of what you guys make on Facebook. Just post them on our Facebook page. The links to everything will be listed below, and now I'm going to take you to a close-up to show you how to make one of these squares. And please, please, please subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching. Here's a close-up of the baby square Afghan that I'm going to show you how to make the square for. And the colors that I'm using are, the purple is lilac, and this light pink is called precious pink, and this dark pink is called bubblegum. So I'm going to start with the light pink. I'm going to make a slip knot, and then a chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the crochet hook is a size G that I'm using, and I'm using the Deborah Norville wood crochet hook. And then you join with a slip stitch in the first chain to form a ring. So you go back to this first chain. You can go in this loop or the back loop or the top 2 strands, whichever you prefer. I do it different every time. So then when you close it up like this with a slip stitch, this is the center of your ring, not right here because that's part of the stitch. It's right here. So when I'm working these cluster stitches, I'm also going to be working over the end of my starting chain, and that way I can draw it together when I get finished like a drawstring and pull the center closed a little bit. So now it says to chain 3 and CL2, which means to double crochet 2 together. So to do this, we're going to go in here, draw through 2 loops on hook twice. So you're going to go like this, like it's like half of a double crochet stitch. Then you're going to go back in here like this, draw up a loop, yarn over, draw through 2, and then you're going to yarn over and draw through all 3 loops on hook, and that makes a cluster stitch. And then you're going to chain 3, and then you're going to do another cluster stitch. So you're going to do a half of a double crochet like this. You're going to yarn over and draw through 2, and you're going to do that 3 times. Like that. And then yarn over and draw through all 4 loops on hook, and then chain 3. So it's the same all the way around. You're just going to be working the cluster stitches until you have 8. Yarn over, draw through all 4 loops, chain 3. Go in here. Just pull off the 2 loops of the double. Do that 3 times. And then yarn over and draw through all 4 loops. And then chain 3. Just keep doing that, and I'm working over the end of my starting chain also. Okay, so I have 2, 4, 6. I just need 2 more. And it's going to get pretty packed on that chain 5 loop. Okay, then this is my last cluster. I'm going to chain 3. I'm going to join with a slip stitch to the top of the first cluster stitch right here. See those 2 loops right there? I'm going to go underneath those 2 loops like that, yarn over, draw that up, and draw that through here. Then I'm going to chain 1. I'm going to tighten the back of the chain right here. And then I'm going to clip back here so that I have a nice long end to sew in. So by working over the end of my starting chain, I'm able to draw this closed if I wanted to, and then just secure it with a couple of stitches. So that's what your round 1 should look like, and I'll be right back to show you round 2. So for round 2, I'm just going to join with a slip stitch to any chain 3 space, and to do so I start with a slip knot on my hook. I insert my hook from front to back and yarn over, bring that loop up, and then bring that loop through the loop on my hook, and that's joining with a slip stitch. And then sometimes I go in there and I tighten my slip knot just a little bit, and then you chain 3, and that counts as your first double crochet, and then you work 2 double crochets into that same space. We're creating the corner now, and then you chain 3 and you work 3 more double crochets into that same chain 3 space. Okay, and then it says 3 half double crochets in the next chain 3 space. Just like that. The next one's going to be a corner, so every other one's going to be a corner, and in the corner I'm going to work 3 double crochets, then chain 3 and 3 double crochets. This afghan is a great way to use up scraps. Okay, there's the next corner. Now on the side I'm going to do 3 half double crochets, and then the corner. So right now what I want to do, because I have so many stitches going into this thing, I'm going to work over this strand on the next 2 chain 3 spaces. I'm going to work all the stitches over this strand, so I'm just going to cut it instead of weaving it in at the end. So I need 3 doubles, chain 3, 3 doubles in my corner. And then 3 halves in the side. So that's like 9 stitches being worked over that end, so that'll be pretty secure. And then this corner, I could actually bring this yarn end over here and work all the stitches over that. So wherever you can figure out where you could save some time sewing in ends, because there's going to be a lot of ends with this afghan. But you definitely want to make sure your ends get sewn in or worked over a lot, because there's nothing worse than having your project fall apart after all your hard work. Okay, so this looks really cute like this. Now I'm going to join with a slip stitch to the first double crochet, which is the 3rd chain of the beginning chain 3. So you count 1, 2, and 3, and you're going to go right in there in the 3rd chain, yarn over, and then bring that through the loop that's on your hook, and then chain 1, tighten the back chain, and then I cut out here and then pull that through and it locks it. So right now I know which stitches I worked over, so I'm going to go ahead and I know what strands I worked over, so I'm going to go ahead and lay my scissors flat like this and snip those ends. So for the next round, which is round 3, that's this one right here, so we have 3, 4, and 5. They're all going to be the same after this round right here. You're going to join with right side facing, and right side is the side we've been working on the whole time. You can mark that if you want after round 1. Just mark this as the right side, and then when you join on your new colors, you're always joining on the right side. So I want to work in my corner, and I'm going to join with a half double crochet, and to do so I just yarn over like this. I'm holding it with my index finger here. I'm going to go into the corner chain 3 space. I'm going to yarn over, draw up a loop, yarn over, and draw through all 3 loops on hook, and that's joining with a half double crochet. Let me do that one more time. I have a slip knot, and I'm going to yarn over and hold it. If I don't hold it, it's going to roll like that. So I'm holding the back of the knot there, and then I'm going to insert the hook from front to back, from right side to wrong side. I'm going to yarn over, draw up a loop. Let me get this out of the way because it's pretty distracting. Okay, so then I'm going to yarn over and draw through all 3 loops on my hook, and that's joining with a half double crochet. So every round for 3, 4, and 5 is going to be done the same way. Then you're just going to chain 2 and 2 half double crochets. So it's going to be 2 half double crochets, chain 2, and 2 half double crochets in each corner. Then you're just going to half double crochet across. So you're going in every stitch with a half double crochet. And then now we're at a corner. You're going to work 2 half double crochets, chain 2, and 2 half double crochets. Just like that. Then you just half double crochet across. So you're going to repeat that all the way around, and then when you come back here, you're going to join. Then you're going to join a new color here and go around once more, and then a 5th new color and go around there. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this, and then I am going to make one more little square, and then I'm going to show you how these are sewn together. So in this afghan here, when the corners came together, they didn't come together good enough to not have this little dip right here. And that's one of the things that annoys me in a design. I'd rather have this be straight across. So I'm going to show you how to sew these together so you don't have that dip. And all it is including both chains in the corner when you're joining them together, so it closes them together tighter. So I weaved my end back to the corner, and this is the right side of my square, and this is the right side of the other square, and I'm going to put both right sides facing each other, and I will be stitching these together on the wrong side. Okay, so on this square right here, there's 2 chains in the corner, and on this square there's 2 chains in the corner. So those are, right here is one chain and right here is the other chain. So now I'm going to just go in the back loop of this chain here and bring it back over here to the back loop of that chain there. And I'm going to go over those same loops a couple of times to kind of secure it. Now I'm going to go into the next chain of that same corner, and I'm going to just catch the back loops on each side. And then now all I got to do is match up stitch for stitch. See, there's 2 loops here for a stitch, there's 2 loops over here. So I'm just going to pick up the back loop and then the back loop from the other side, and then the back, and then the back. So you just match them up all the way down. So you just continue all the way down, matching all the stitches. And I'm doing this really loose right now, and I'm going to go back and pull it a little bit. But you'll see I'm not going to have any dip in my corner because of the way I do it here. So if you get to the end and you see that you have one more over here than over here, just kind of like fudge it in, like go into it twice. Okay, now I did these really loose, so I just want to pull them a little bit like this. And I don't want it to gather in here, but I definitely want it to be a little bit snug across there. And if you want, you can check the other side. And by only going in the back loop, it created this nice little ridge here. And then I get to the next corner, and I want to make sure that this double crochet stitch matches the last double crochet on the other side, which it does. Now I'm going to go match up each chain of the corner chain 2s, and I'm going to go in the back loop of this chain and catch the back loop of that chain, and same for the next chain. I'm going to go into both loops. I think when you go into just one loop, you're going to land up with the dip, but by going in both chains, and if you have a chain 3 in your corner, you can go into 2 chains. So by going into both, it makes that square right there. So let me finish this off. I'm going to pull it one more time a little bit, and then I'm going to go over this a couple of times, and then I'm going to take this and weave it back into the pink to finish it off. And then I cut flat. Okay, here we are. You ready? This is what it looks like. So right here, it's nice and straight across both sides because I picked up both chains in the corner. So that's the way I like to do them. I like, because especially if you're going to put a border on, it makes it so much easier. You don't have to deal with the dips. So anyway, that's how you sew your squares together. And I hope that you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching, and be sure to subscribe to our channel, like, and share our videos.